morning, everybody, and be very welcome to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Daily Report. I am your host, Sofia Rattinger, broadcasting from El Dorado Royal Spa Resort by Carisma. We have a lot of new information, but before we start, do not forget to visit our website, www.mexiconewsnetwork.com, to keep you informed, and also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Let's begin with information. The mystery that surrounds the pyramids is nothing short of captivating. These are the 5 highest and most magnificent pyramids of Mexico. The first is the Pyramid of the Moon, located at the north end of the Calzada de los Muertos in Teotihuacan. There lies the Pyramid of the Moon, the second most emblematic structure of the City of the Gods. Archaeologists believe that this building was part of a temple complex associated with the city's government officials. Another one is Calakmul, which stands 55 meters tall. This entire place was once the dominant city of the ancient Maya civilization. Because of the beauty of its steles and architecture, it was recently declared of a mixed heritage site of humanity by the UNESCO, as it is located near a nature reserve. The Pyramid of the Sun, also located in Teotihuacan, or the City of the Gods, was considered to be one of the most sacred cities of pre-Columbian Mesoamerica. Although there are many things we do not know yet about the society that built this complex, we know that the Pyramid of the Sun has long been one of the world's most remarkable structures. The Pyramid of Cholula is 65 meters high and 400 meters wide on each side. The Cholula Pyramid is the world's largest pyramidal base. Located in the state of Puebla, it is one of the oldest towns of the Americas. Currently, its history can be traced to 300 before Christ. And finally, the Great Pyramid of Tonina in the Mexican state of Chiapas is the tallest pre-Columbian structure that has survived to date. At 55 meters, it is taller than Teotihuacan's Pyramid of the Sun. In fact, it's been considered one of the largest in all of Mesoamerica, competing only with Tikal and El Mirador in Guatemala. A natural wonder in the heart of Chihuahua, extraordinary rocky formation also known as Copper Canyon. You are standing over 2,000 meters above sea level. You glare all around and all your eyes meet are literally rocks and rocks. Not only that, but the most fascinating and astonishing deep red formations keep rising before your eyes, which seem endless. There is nothing but silence around you and the natural sounds of nature. The howling of the wind in the distance, ruffling of leaves, and that eternal sound of loneliness. You literally feel as if you were the only one there and then admiring such a remarkable view. The hillsides of this marvelous postcard host one of Mexico's most ancient cultures, the Tarahumara, a civilization filled with great tradition and colorful customs. Continuing with our journey, it is time to regain our strength and simply sit back and admire the landscape. Hop on the world's largest cable railway, which features large cabins that seat up to 60 people. It traverses 3 kilometers. From this impressive point, you can observe how others explore the Copper Canyon across the Via Ferrata, a challenging route where one can rappel, hike, and cross the hanging bridge. Come to visit the Copper Canyon, and I assure you will have a great time. Chihuahua is the largest state in Mexico, as well as the beholder of the most spectacular and beautiful natural landscapes. On the western side of the territory, you will find one of the most fascinating spots, the Tarahumara Sierra. One of the most ancient Mexican civilizations inhabits this particular region of Mexico, the Rarámuri, the Runners, one of the few native towns left who still kept some of their tradition and lifestyle. They are better known for running large distances by feet or using rustic sandals. Throughout this rough and adventurous land, you can also live some amazing experiences, such as crossing the canyon on zip lines, traveling the Ferrocarril Chihuahua Pacifico, or on board on the largest ski lift in the world. To the north and east of the territory, you will find nothing but desert, large sand areas surrounded only by mountains. In this immense desert, you can find small oases originated by the riverside of the Conchos River. You will also come across amazing rock formations of the Ojinaga Canyons. In these modern cities, you can still observe architectural treasures built since the arrival of the Spaniards. Among these architectural constructions, you will see the Cathedral of Chihuahua, the Baroque jewels of the Allende Valley and El Parral, the missions, Porphyrian facades, and palaces built by Federico Amerigo Rubier, and more. Just as grand as the territory itself, the gastronomy in Chihuahua is vast and diverse. Some of the most traditional dishes that hold an important place in the culture are caldo de oso, made with Colorado chili, pepper, and fish, beef jerky, pork and lamb meat empanadas, and the famous burrito. Don't let others tell you about this. Travel, live adventures, and discover the true meaning of the expression Chihuahua. And located in the center east of Mexico, the state of Tlaxcala is rich in culture, traditions, and history. Even though it is the smallest state in terms of territorial extension, Tlaxcala happens to be where our nation arose. It was the very first official city to be established in Mexico in 1535. It was here where the Tlaxcala indigenous people allied with the Spaniards to conquer Tenochtitlan, reason why it is nowadays known as the Cuna de la Nación, meaning in English, the cradle of the nation. Interesting, don't you think? Well, now Tlaxcala, it is a modern city filled with ancient architecture, which actually tells its history and at the same time takes you to live an extraordinary adventure. Among its attractions, let me highlight the pre-Hispanic architecture. For example, the archaeological site of Cacaxtla and the Xochitecatl archaeological site, a ceremonial center dedicated to fertility. In the state of Tlaxcala, it is possible to embark upon a wonderful journey across one of Mexico's most traditional drinks, with the route of pulque, a tour around several haciendas pulqueras in the state. Speaking of traditions, the state features different festivals, such as the Carnival of Tlaxcala, where the streets are filled with dancers dressed in ejueves and catrines, along with crafts and typical food, and the Feria del Zarape in Chihuantepan, where the best textile handicrafts are exhibited. But above all this, Tlaxcala also offers adventure tourism. Thanks to its geographical location, it is possible to carry out Russian activities such as mountain climbing, rappelling, trekking, and hiking, not to mention, of course, the possibility of camping in the Malinche, one of the most popular and inactive volcanoes of central Mexico, as well as riding on board amazing hot air balloons. We'll be right back with more information on Mexico and the Riviera Maya after these brief commercials. Stay with us.
Audio Jungle.